Hello Aquarius or Aquarius cross watcher. I'm doing your video a little bit early because I'm an Aquarius and I want to do your video now, so I'm going to. This is going to be a love and romance but also a general reading, so we're going to see the general energies in your life and also the person that you're dealing with's life. So there could be some kind of decision that you are struggling a bit to make. Could be dealing with a fire sign here. You could be wanting to have more information before you make this decision. Like you feel like you need to, you either don't have all the information or you're not ready to make this decision at the moment. There could be someone in your life that is a little bit more focused on like what you have to offer in a more shallow way. And you could also be wondering how you can, or trying to think of ways that you can increase your income at the moment. So you could be a little bit focused on finances for sure with this Knight of Coins here. You see how it's not really focusing, but you see how he's kind of like eyeballing this money here. Yeah, so it definitely looks like you could have a decision to make involving a fire sign right now with this King of Wands here. And it could also be that it could also be that you're trying to make decisions right now, like you're willing to be selfish, you're willing to be do what you can to get to where you want, basically, if that makes sense, with the Emperor here. And you could be taking, you could be dealing with someone who's really taking you very seriously and sees the situation as very serious. Again, for this Aquarius reading, as like, you could have a decision to make involving an air sign, or your romantic life, or just life in general. But again, it's like this isn't much about romance. This is how the last Aquarius reading was as well. It's like, also with this Knight of Coins here, it's like you're pretty focused on your finances or your career, whatever. And with the World card here in reverse, what I'm getting from that is like you're not really interested in mingling or going and meeting people or seeking out some new romantic partners. Just kind of like you would rather focus on your finances, you'd rather focus on your career rather than going to spend time like trying to meet the one or going to try to find the one. It's like you'd rather just focus on your money. So we have sacrifice here, and this is what I was saying about like you're willing to be selfish, you're willing to kind of do whatever, you're willing to sacrifice some things that don't serve you or some things that are holding you back in order to try to get to where you want. You could be feeling a little bit closed off emotionally as well with heart chakra in reverse. You could also encounter something or let go of something that allows you to have more space in your heart for something new. So you could be Also, we have crown chakra in reverse. What I'm getting for this is for some people you could be thinking with your heart and not with your head. And it might be important to sacrifice some things, some people, in order to feel your best and to be in the best place that you can. Okay, so it looks like there is some temptation here with this temptation card, and we also have victory and success. So it looks like in matters of the heart, how this turns out in the long run, like you may be tempted to take a different path. There may be something that kind of tempts you to sway from whatever path that you're on right now. But regardless, you do end up successful in this situation. So that's a good outcome to have with that. And it looks like you're going to end up successful in matters of the heart. So whatever decision it is that you make with these cards here, or I was talking about how you have to make this decision, it's like whatever decision that you make, it will be for the best. And it will allow you to kind of have this, it will allow you to have this kind of space in your life to accomplish your dreams, or to have room for a new person, or whatever it is. And this doesn't have to necessarily be about romance. It just could be that, like, someone who you knew a long time ago, or a friend. It could be taking up a lot of, like, heart space, energy, emotional energy. So it's like you have to put yourself back on the path away from that. Okay, so we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, like with this heart chakra card here too, it's like someone that you were dealing with before, could be an ex, someone from your past. It's important to clear your energy from that, not to continuously bring this energy from the past into your present if it's something that isn't in your best interest, or it isn't something that you want in your present anymore. Like sometimes things are in the past for a reason, so you don't have to continuously bring this up in your heart space, in your emotional space, when this situation is over, it's ended, if that makes sense. So we have worth waiting for in reverse. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So what I'm getting for this is you could be trying to force the situation to go a certain way when maybe it's just not time for you to be with this person yet. Maybe it's not time for you to have... Well, it's not time for you to have this kind of situation yet, if that makes sense. Sorry, one sec. So... Oh, there's one more card. Okay. But, yeah, you could be trying to force it. It could also be that you're kind of sick of waiting to let go of this. Also, another meaning of this card, what I'm getting with this whole ex situation, it's like, it isn't time to think about this anymore, or it isn't time to have this weigh you down emotionally anymore, because this situation had its time, and its time was in the past. So sometimes that's just the way it is, and you'll want to think about things from the past, but you know, things have their time, and if it happens to come back into the present, like actually, then that's fine. But until then, you know, release the situation, allow your heart space to have more room and more energy for things that you care about and things that are currently in your life, apart from some kind of ex. So we've come to the edge here. I'm really getting, it's like you're getting close to making this decision about this situation or about this person, and you could be wanting to push yourself to the limits to be the best that you can be as well. Into the sea here, it's like you could be worried to release this situation or to release this person, because you could be feeling a little bit scared about being lonely. And this could be friends as well, perhaps, that you would like feel like you need to sacrifice or whatever, or just someone in general situation, but it's like you're scared to be without this thing or this person at the same time. It's like you're a little scared to be without it, but I think once you see this through and once you make it to the other side of this, it's like it'll make a lot more sense to you. And I'm getting some of you are being really guided at this time as well. And it's like little decisions that you're going to be making are going to add up to a lot bigger of a picture. And at that point, like once you see this through, it makes sense to you that it was helpful to make all those little decisions, even though it felt like you were kind of confused or whatever. But it does look like you end up successful, victorious in this situation. So that's really good. There could also be someone who's kind of tempted to either wants to tempt you or is tempted to talk to you, get involved with you, something of this sort. They could have some kind of temptation involving you in some way. Or this person could feel very tempting to you to get involved with, but you know you have to sacrifice this situation for the overall good of your life, perhaps. And that's not necessarily a person. This could also be like a thing or a substance. It's like you're feeling very tempted to go towards this, but you have to sacrifice some things to have a victorious and successful outcome. So you could also be trying to decide a place to live with the World in reverse here. Like you could be not wanting to travel much, or you could be, this person could live in a different place than you, so you could be not really wanting to do long distance or to travel to them, because the World card involves a lot of like meeting people, mingling. Like how I was saying, you could be not wanting to meet new people, or it's not something you're very interested in right now. This could also talk about travel and being far from each other. So it really looks like romance isn't really the center focus of your life right now. And a lot of people are like this kind of. Taurus was the same way. I'm going to do an extra reading for you when it's actually time for your sign. So I guess this reading is extra. But thank you, Aquarius. I hope that this helped somehow. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this made sense. And I hope that you have a good day or night.